Class 12, Chapter 8, Human Health and Diseases. Health, a state of complete physical, social, and mental well-being. Factors affecting health, genetic factors, infections, and lifestyle. We can achieve good health by awareness about diseases and their effects. Vaccination, proper disposal of waste, control of vectors, and maintenance of hygienic food and water resources. Disease. Functioning of one or more organs or systems of the body is affected and is characterized by various signs and symptoms. Types of diseases: infectious and non-infectious. Causative agent of typhoid, Salmonella typhi. Symptoms of typhoid: sustained high fever, weakness, stomach pain, constipation, headache, loss of appetite, intestinal perforation, and death in severe cases. Causative agent of pneumonia is Streptococcus pneumoniae and Haemophilus influenzae. Symptoms of pneumonia are fever, chills, coughs, headaches, and lips and nails may turn grey to bluish in color in severe cases. Causative agent of common cold, rhinoviruses. Symptoms of common cold: nasal congestion and discharge, sore throat, cough, headache, and tiredness. Causative agent of malaria, Plasmodium vivax, Plasmodium falciparum, and Plasmodium malaria. Causative agent of amoebiasis, Entamoeba histolytica. Symptoms of amoebiasis: constipation, abdominal pain and cramps, and stools with excess mucus and blood clots. Causative agent of ascariasis, Ascaris, the common roundworm. Symptoms of ascariasis: internal bleeding, muscular pain, fever, anemia, blockage of intestinal passage. Causative agent of elephantiasis, Buccellaria, the filarial worm. Symptoms of elephantiasis: chronic inflammation of organs in which they live for many years, gross deformities of lower limbs and genital organs. Causative agent of ringworms. Fungi belongs to the genera Microsporum, Trichophyton, and Epidermophyton. Symptoms of ringworms: appearance of dry, scaly lesions on skin, nails, and scalp, intense itching. Immunity: the ability of the host to fight the disease-causing organisms. Acquired immunity is humoral immune response, cell-mediated immune response. Innate immunity: physical barriers, physiological barriers, cellular barriers, and cytokine barriers. Allergy: the exaggerated response of the immune system to certain antigens present in the environment. Allergens: mites in dust, pollens, and animal dander. Symptoms of allergy: sneezing, watery eyes, running nose, difficulty in breathing. Treatment of allergy: antihistamine, adrenaline, and steroids. Autoimmune disease: body attacks self cells. Transmission of HIV virus, sexual contact with infected person, transfusion of contaminated blood and blood products, sharing infected needles as in case of intravenous drug abusers, from infected mother to her child through placenta. Preventive measure of AIDS, making blood safe from HIV, ensuring the use of only disposable needles and syringes, free distribution of condoms, controlling drug abuse, advocating safe sex, and promoting regular checkups for HIV in susceptible populations. Important features of cancer cells: more rounded than normal cells, loss in contact inhibition, reduced requirement of serum, and uncontrolled cell division. Causes of cancer: chemicals, radiations, viral oncogenes, cellular oncogenes, or proto-oncogenes. Cancer detection and diagnosis: biopsy and histopathological studies, radiography, computed tomography, magnetic resonance imaging, and antibodies against cancer-specific antigens. Treatment of cancer: surgery, radiation therapy, and immunotherapy. Drug abuse: drugs are taken for a purpose other than medicinal use or in amounts or frequency that impairs one's physical, physiological, and psychological functions. Opioids: they bind to opioid receptors, chemically diacetylmorphine, white, odorless, bitter crystalline compounds extracted from latex of Papaver somniferum, taken by snorting and injection, depressant and slows down body functions. Cannabinoids: they bind with cannabinoid receptors present in the brain. They are obtained from inflorescence of cannabis sativa. Marijuana, hashish, charas, and ganja are produced from various combinations of flowers, tops, leaves, and raisins, taken By inhalation and oral ingestion, cardiovascular system is affected. Cocaine, obtained from Erythrocylum coca, interferes with the transport of dopamine taken by snorting, stimulates central nervous system, causes hallucinations in excessive dosages, and produces a sense of euphoria and increased energy. Tobacco, smoked, chewed, or used as a snuff, contains nicotine which stimulates adrenal gland, increases chances of cancer of lungs, urinary bladder, throat, bronchitis, emphysema, coronary heart diseases, and gastric ulcer. Adolescence, bridge linking childhood and adulthood, and is characterized by several biological and physiological changes. Cases of drug abuse are common in youngsters because of the following reasons: curiosity, need for adventure and excitement, experimentation, stress, unsupported family structure, peer pressure, the perception among youth that it is cool or progressive to smoke, use drugs, or alcohol. Addiction, psychological attachment to certain effects such as euphoria and temporary feeling well-being associated with drugs or alcohol. Dependence, tendency of body to manifest a characteristic and unpleasant withdrawal syndrome if regular dose of drugs or alcohol is abruptly discontinued. Drug abuse can be prevented in youngsters by avoiding undue peer pressure, education and counseling, seeking help from parents and peers, looking for danger signs, and seeking professional and medical help.